A Message from the President, Episode 12 on What Has My Attention podcast. I'm John Biethan, your host for this podcast, What Has My Attention. I'm also the president of Heard Not Seen Media, DBA ImaginePodcasting.com, thus the reference to president in the title of this episode. As you might guess, this show is literally about what has my attention, whether that's about podcasting or something else that caught my attention and which I put some thought into. So I haven't put out an episode for about a month and wanted to give you an idea where I've been, what I've been doing, and where this all is going. Although I've been producing podcasts since about 2005, it wasn't until July 2020 when I got serious about going beyond this one-person entity to build a creative podcast production company, and Heard Not Seen Media Inc. was born, and we started work on the DBA ImaginePodcasting.com, the front face to the business. We have several different podcast startup packages to fit the needs of businesses that want to get started podcasting, and one of our services found in our Mach 3 package is a brand discovery process, which creates a foundation on which every other element or aspect of the podcast is built on. And with this foundation, everything else just falls into place. So when I decided to get committed to this podcast, it only made sense to go through the process with some of the team, our creative director and brand storyteller, Sam DeSanto, and our graphics brand designer, Meg McCarley. So in the next few weeks, I'll be giving you a glimpse of what that experience is like. On a side note, I've decided to spend some time working on my writing skills. I've never really enjoyed writing, but lately it's had my attention, and I want to develop the skill necessary to communicate better in written form. You see, in 2004, when I discovered podcasting, part of my attraction to it was that it was called audio blogging, even before the name podcasting stuck. So here's a quote from Nikki Giovanni that got my attention recently. Writing is a conversation with reading, a dialogue with thinking. I encourage you to think about that for a minute. Do a little writing and see if that's what you experience. I certainly have. So briefly, back to the brand discovery for what has my attention. And with encouragement from the team, this podcast will be about what has my attention, which will be shared with you if I think it deserves your attention. So that's it for today. I know this is brief. And if you'd like to find out more about how to tell your story, take a listen to Dave Herndon's Who's on Our Team in Episode 6, Dave Herndon, How to Tell Your Story, and read the program notes for the episode where you'll find links you might find helpful. And you can actually visit our show notes on this episode to get that link. One last thing, on this day, January 21st, 2021, and still in the pandemic, and with the new strain of virus that scientists are saying is about 50% more transmutable, I've ordered a package of the K94 4-layer face masks from Amazon. In upcoming episodes, we'll also be having conversations with our team members where they'll share their expertise. And so until next time, what has your attention? It's really important to know. This episode was recorded using a Samsung Q2U microphone, that is, which I recommend for budget-minded people wanting to start their podcast. And it was recorded on a Rodecaster Pro, edited in Adobe Audition, and finally run through Euphonic for final mastering and creation of the MP3 published to our media server on Libsyn's platform. And if you're starting out, we recommend using Libsyn as your media server. You can receive 30 days of free hosting when you use the coupon code WHATHAS, and that's all one word, WHATHAS. Use it at checkout. Until next time, this is John Biethan, and do have a great day. Produced by Heard Not Seen Media. Visit ImaginePodcasting.com for more information.